What if I told you that the wildest courtroom showdown didn't start with a crime, but with a birthday cake? Sounds innocent, right? But by the end of this case, someone would be in handcuffs. A family would be torn apart, and Judge Judy herself would be left speechless. This is the story of the birthday cake betrayal. And trust me, you've never seen a courtroom meltdown like this. Before we dive in, comment below, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen in a courtroom? Because after today, you might have a new answer. It all started on a rainy Tuesday when the plaintiff, a soft-spoken woman named Linda, walked into Judge Judy's courtroom. She was suing her own sister, Monica, for the cost of a ruined birthday party. The claim? Monica had allegedly sabotaged Linda's daughter's 10th birthday by bringing a cake laced with hot sauce. Yes, you heard that right, hot sauce instead of sugar. The result? 10 crying kids, one furious mother, and a family feud that exploded on national TV. Monica, the defendant, strutted in with sunglasses, a designer bag, and an attitude that could cut glass. She denied everything, claiming it was a prank gone wrong and that Linda was overreacting for attention. The audience was already buzzing, but no one expected what would happen next. Judge Judy, with her signature no-nonsense glare, called the court to order. "Let's get one thing straight," she said. "This is not a cooking show. This is a courtroom, and I don't have time for childish games." The tension was thick enough to slice with a butter knife. Linda began her testimony, voice trembling. "My daughter was so excited for her birthday. We spent weeks planning. Monica offered to bring the cake. I trusted her. But when the kids took a bite, they started screaming. Some were crying, others were spitting it out. My daughter was humiliated in front of her friends." Monica rolled her eyes, muttering under her breath. Judge Judy shot her a look that could freeze lava. "Excuse me, Ms. Monica, do you have something to say?" Monica smirked. "It was a joke. I didn't think anyone would actually eat it. Besides, Linda's always so dramatic." The audience gasped. Judge Judy leaned forward, eyes narrowed. "You think poisoning a cake is funny? You're lucky no one ended up in the hospital." But before Linda could respond, a third voice cut through the tension, a voice no one expected. From the back of the courtroom, a teenage girl stood up. "That's not the whole story," she shouted. The bailiff moved to intervene, but Judge Judy held up her hand. "Let her speak." The girl, Linda's daughter, was shaking. "Aunt Monica did it on purpose. She told me before the party, 'Let's see if your mom can handle a real surprise.' She laughed when everyone started crying." The room went silent. Judge Judy's eyes flashed. "Is that true, Ms. Monica?" Monica's face turned red. "She's lying. She's just a kid." But the damage was done. The audience was hooked. The drama was just beginning. Judge Judy's courtroom was now a powder keg, and Monica was holding the match. The judge turned to the bailiff. "Bring me the cake. I want to see it for myself." The bailiff returned with a plastic container. Inside was the infamous cake half-eaten, with a suspicious red swirl running through the frosting. Judge Judy, never one to shy away from the evidence, took a cautious sniff. Her nose wrinkled. "That's not strawberry. That's hot sauce. And not the mild kind either." Monica tried to laugh it off. "It was just a prank. No one got hurt." Linda's daughter, still trembling, spoke up again. "My friend Emily has allergies. She had to use her inhaler after eating that cake. It wasn't funny." Judge Judy's patience was wearing thin. "Ms. Monica, you're not just facing a civil suit. You could be looking at criminal charges for endangering children. Do you understand the seriousness of what you've done?" Monica's bravado started to crack. "I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I just wanted to teach Linda a lesson. She always acts like she's better than me." The audience murmured. Judge Judy raised her hand for silence. This isn't about sibling rivalry. This is about responsibility. And right now, you're failing that test. Suddenly, Monica's phone buzzed loudly. She glanced at it, then unbelievably answered the call right in the middle of court. "I can't talk right now. I'm in court," she snapped before hanging up. Judge Judy's eyes narrowed. "Put your phone on the desk, now." Monica hesitated, then slammed her phone down. But as she did, a message popped up on the screen visible to everyone. It read, "Did you tell them about the video?" The room froze. Judge Judy pounced. "What video?" Monica's face went pale. "It's nothing. Just a joke between friends." But Linda's daughter spoke up again. "She filmed the whole thing. She said she was going to post it online to make fun of us." Judge Judy's voice was ice. "Bailiff, secure that phone. We're going to see exactly what's on it." The suspense was electric. The audience leaned forward, hungry for the next twist. Monica looked like she wanted to disappear, but the surprises weren't over. Not by a long shot. Asterisk, the bailiff handed Monica's phone to Judge Judy, who wasted no time unlocking it. The courtroom was silent except for the faint hum of the air conditioning. Judge Judy scrolled through Monica's messages, then found the video. She pressed play. The screen filled with footage of Monica in her kitchen, laughing as she poured hot sauce into the cake batter. "This is going to be epic," she whispered to the camera. "Linda's going to freak out. Wait till you see the kids' faces." The audience gasped. Linda covered her mouth in shock. Her daughter started to cry. Judge Judy paused the video, her expression unreadable. "Ms. Monica, do you have anything to say for yourself?" Monica stammered. "It was supposed to be funny." "I didn't think." Judge Judy cut her off. "You didn't think? That's the problem. You endangered children, humiliated your niece, and now you're caught red-handed." Monica's lawyer, who had been silent until now, tried to intervene. "Your Honor, my client regrets her actions. She's willing to apologize and pay for any damages." Asterisk, Judge Judy shook her head. "An apology isn't enough. Actions have consequences." Suddenly, a commotion erupted in the audience. A woman stood up, waving her arms. "That's my daughter. She was at the party. She had to go to the ER because of that cake." The courtroom exploded in chaos. Judge Judy banged her gavel. "Order, order in the court." The woman stormed forward, tears streaming down her face. "Monica needs to pay for what she did. My daughter could have died." Monica shrank in her seat, finally realizing the gravity of her actions. Judge Judy turned to the bailiff. "Escort this woman to the witness stand. I want to hear her story." The suspense was unbearable. The audience was on the edge of their seats, and the biggest twist was still to come. The new witness, Mrs. Ramirez, took the stand, her voice shaking with emotion. "My daughter Emily has a severe allergy to peppers. When she ate that cake, she started coughing and couldn't breathe. We had to rush her to the hospital. If we hadn't had her inhaler, she could have died." Judge Judy's face was stone. "Ms. Monica, did you know about Emily's allergy?" Monica shook her head, tears finally streaming down her face. "No, I swear, I didn't know." Linda interrupted, her voice trembling with anger. "You never asked. You just wanted to embarrass me. You didn't care who got hurt." Judge Judy leaned forward, her voice low and dangerous. "Ms. Monica, you're lucky this didn't end in tragedy. But your actions were reckless, selfish, and completely unacceptable." Monica sobbed. "I'm sorry. I really am." But Judge Judy wasn't finished. "Sorry doesn't cut it. You filmed yourself committing a potentially criminal act. You planned it, executed it, and laughed about it. That's not a prank. That's malicious." The audience murmured in agreement. Monica's lawyer whispered urgently in her ear, but Monica just shook her head, defeated. Judge Judy turned to the bailiff. Contact the district attorney's office. They need to review this case for possible criminal charges. The room erupted in whispers. Monica's face went white, but just when it seemed the drama had peaked, another twist hit. The bailiff returned, whispering something in Judge Judy's ear. The judge's eyes widened. She turned to Monica. Is there anything else you want to tell me? Because if you're hiding something, now is the time to come clean. Monica shook her head, but Judge Judy wasn't convinced. Bailiff, bring me the rest of Monica's messages. I want to see who she sent that video to. The suspense was unbearable. The audience held its breath, and then the truth came out. Judge Judy scrolled through Monica's messages, her face growing grimmer with each swipe. She stopped, eyes narrowing. Ms. Monica, care to explain why you sent this video to your employer? Monica's jaw dropped. I didn't mean, Judge Judy read aloud. Watch what I did to my sister's brat. This is payback for all the times she made me look bad at work. The audience gasped. Linda stared at her sister in disbelief. You did this because of work? Because you're jealous? Monica broke down, sobbing. She always got the promotions, the praise. I just wanted to get back at her. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. Judge Judy's voice was cold as steel. You let your jealousy poison not just a cake, but your entire family. You endangered children, humiliated your niece, and now you've lost the respect of everyone in this room. The bailiff stepped forward. Your Honor, the district attorney's office is on the line. They want to speak to Ms. Monica? Judge Judy nodded. Take her into custody. She answer for her actions in criminal court. The bailiff handcuffed Monica, leading her out of the courtroom as she sobbed uncontrollably. The audience watched in stunned silence. Judge Judy turned to Linda and her daughter. I'm sorry for what you've been through. Justice will be served. As Monica was led away, the audience erupted in applause. Judge Judy banged her gavel one last time. Case dismissed. The birthday cake betrayal became the most talked about case in Judge Judy history. Clips of Monica's meltdown went viral, and viewers everywhere were reminded in Judge Judy's courtroom. Drama might get you attention, but it won't get you justice. If you thought this was wild, just wait for our next case. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments. What would you have done if you were the judge?